Looking live this morning at one of the most popular 7-Elevens in the country today. It's a little less crazy than the wild scene there last night in Chino Hills, California. California State Lottery officials have confirmed that one of 3 winning Powerball tickets was sold right here. There are at least 2 other winners, one in Florida and one in Tennessee. They'll be splitting more than $1.5 billion. Now, it's likely you did not win the jackpot, obviously, here in the Valley, but don't throw away your tickets. There were 12 $50,000 winners in Minnesota. In North Dakota, there was a $50,000 winner and a $100,000 winner. The numbers 4, 18, 19, 27, 34, and a Powerball of 10.
Hi again, and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. You're heading back to work just like we had to today. 11 minutes before 7. We're starting our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. And we start now with breaking news this morning. 2 people from Moorhead were taken to the hospital after a domestic dispute call around 4 this morning. Police say the man had stab wounds and the woman was hurt as well. Now, police do tell us that neither had life-threatening injuries. Officers say they are still trying to sort out exactly what happened. Well, people in Castleton are waking up to a much quieter neighborhood this morning. A huge police presence for several hours there yesterday. It all started when a deputy tried stopping a vehicle for speeding yesterday afternoon. That led to a chase that hit speeds of 90 miles per hour before the officer backed off. Just a short time later, deputies responded to a burglary call in Castleton and found the car they were just trying to stop. A K-9 team followed a track to a nearby home, which is where a perimeter was set up and streets were blocked off. The SWAT team was called in because weapons and ammunition were found in the vehicle. Now, a woman inside the house eventually surrendered to deputies around 10 last night. However, they tell us they're not sure yet if she was involved in either the burglary or the car chase that happened earlier in the day. They do say they did not find any other weapons or anyone else inside that home.
The one thing I want to thank the neighbors in Castleton. Obviously it's cold. Nobody ever wants to come home and find their streets blocked. But obviously our main goal with that always is the safety of our deputies on scene and most certainly the safety of the citizens. We're not going to have somebody walking the street or walking out their front door if there's a chance that somebody has a gun. So I really want to thank them for their patience here on this block and in this area. Investigation will continue, and hopefully in the next couple of days we'll be able to turn up some more answers. The Cass County Sheriff's Office says the car that was involved in that high-speed chase is owned by the same person who owns the house. Just hit 6:51. Weather and traffic on the ones. Getting started with meteorologist Lisa Green and a look at some snow on the radar.
That's right. Snow moving through the valley this morning, and it'll be with us throughout the daytime hours. Some snow between Highway 2 and I-94 with some new snowfall moving into the James River Valley now this morning as well. All traveling eastward here and over to the north and west. We're also seeing some more widespread areas of snow, even some freezing drizzle out in the west as well. We want to show you a couple of weather alerts going on. That's where the freezing rain advisory is in effect. But we just had a new alert issued. This does include Grand Forks, Devil's Lake, stretching back to Bemidji and down into Cass and Clay counties here. This is a winter weather advisory until 7 o'clock tonight because in this area, that seems to be the best bet for seeing that 3 to 5 inch range of snow that I've been talking about this morning. So we now have a winter weather advisory in effect for parts of the valley. 19 degrees in Fargo, 10 in Grand Forks. We're at 5 in Langdon. Very mild down in Lakes Country. We're at 21 degrees in Fergus Falls to start off your day and 21 in Wahpeton. Just 1 degree though up in the Langdon area, or in the Roseau area rather. Now we're looking at temperatures that are going to be rising. Not a whole lot more today, maybe about 5 degrees up into the mid-20s for us in the Southern Valley. We'll see chances for snow throughout the day. Not all day long necessarily, but the possibility is there. And then the wind on the light side picking up later on into the afternoon and evening, gusting into the 20s. So that's going to cause some blowing snow and lower visibilities at times. Latest snowfall potential, we're looking at most areas ranging from a dusting up to about 3 inches of snow, but there will be some areas right where we have that advisory in effect where we're more into that 3 to 5 inch range for snowfall totals here today. So that's going to have an impact on travel, especially as you're heading home from work. This morning, you may not be seeing too much in the way of travel troubles, but later on, of course, with more snow building up, that'll be an issue. 25 degrees today, mostly cloudy with a chance for snow. For Friday, much cooler, a high of only 4 degrees, and we continue that descent into Arctic temperatures. Will be below the 0-degree mark all weekend long. So tomorrow and into Saturday, might as well spend it indoors at the warm Fargo Dome for the Valley Women's Expo. Next week, temperatures start rising, but it's going to be a slow climb. Let's check in now with Al for an update on traffic.
Well, Lisa, the commute this morning is going to be a wet, foggy, damp one, I think it's safe to say. We have a lot of traffic out here this morning, an awful lot of traffic. And we have a vehicle just, oh no, it's a highway patrol officer. Highway patrol's out this morning keeping tabs on Interstate 94. That's a good thing because there's a heck of a lot of traffic out here. Travel speed generally over 60 to 65 miles an hour. The road surface is wet. Careful around the wraps, otherwise things are actually flowing pretty darn well. Al Ahmed, Valley Today traffic.
Just about to hit 6:54 this morning as we turn back to your news headlines. Live polling will give you, if you're in the audience, a chance to weigh in on some of the issues that will be brought up at today's State of the City's address going on at the Ramada Inn in Fargo.
The mayors of Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo, and Dilworth are talking about the future at this annual event. It goes from 8 to 9:30 a.m. at the Ramada. Last year, people were talking most about flood protection and the local workforce. Tickets are available at the door. We're also going to hear more this morning about what Fargo businessman Doug Burgum has decided about running for governor.
He has two news conferences planned today, leading many to speculate that he will throw his hat into the ring. The first announcement is at 11 a.m. at the stage at Island Park in downtown Fargo, the other at Bismarck State College this afternoon. Burgum is the founder of Great Plains Software and led that company through its billion-dollar sale to Microsoft. Recently, he has been involved in a number of building projects in downtown Fargo.
Drug driving enforcement over the holidays turned up some disturbing numbers in Minnesota. The State Department of Public Safety reports more than 2,500 DWI arrests statewide during the enforcement campaign, which ran from November 25th to January 2nd. The highest alcohol concentration recorded was a 0.4 in Minnetonka. More than 300 law enforcement agencies across Minnesota took part in this campaign. The entire report can be found online by clicking on the link attached to this story at valleynewslive.com.
A Crookston, Minnesota man is facing charges of sexual assault on a child. 30-year-old Enriquez Scher is charged with one count of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, accused of assaulting a child under the age of 13. If convicted, Scher could face up to 30 years in prison. North Dakota U.S. Senator John Hoeven says he is worried about President Obama's administration plan that is considering the Grand Forks Air Base as a place that could house hundreds of unaccompanied refugee children.
Hoeven says it doesn't make sense to bring unaccompanied alien minors to a northern tier Air Force base like Grand Forks, which is so far removed from the southern border. He says the objective should be to reunite these children with their families in their country of origin. Downtown Fargo is getting a taste of the world through cheese at a new restaurant.
I like that taste, that's for sure. The Valley Today's Christy Larson is joining us live this morning on Rosie's. Hi, Christy.
Good morning, guys. This is a delicious morning because I've gotten to taste test and make my way through a couple of these plates of grilled cheese. And Tim Rosendahl, you have a great business concept going here, and talk about what else you guys are going to be doing other than the grilled cheese.
Well, we're going to have an amazing seafood market that has seafood both fresh and frozen from all over the world. Fargo's long overdue for a seafood market. We're going to have Fargo's first kombucha bar. We're going to have live entertainment 3, 4, 5 nights a week. We'll have a grand piano bar. We'll have electric violins and electric banjos and harmonicas. And yes, you can come and play the piano too if you can play the piano. So there's so much going to be going on here. It's going to be a full house. And it's all coming in March, and we're very excited to bring something new and invigorating to downtown Fargo.
And for now, you guys have your grilled cheese pop-up shop happening right here in the back alley off of Roberts Street, and a lot of people coming here already have their favorites, even with just it being open a week. It's one of those comfort foods that we know and love.
You know, I used to think, as I said earlier, that bacon was the #1 comfort food in the world, but after 1 week of being open at Rosie's Pop-Up Bistro on Roberts Alley, grilled cheese is right up there. Nobody doesn't like grilled cheese. People just, the smile on their face shows it. From 5-year-old little children to grandpa and grandma and everybody in between. Everybody has a favorite. And I'm discovering the people that have already eaten here 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 times, and we've only been open for 6 days because they love grilled cheese. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you can come and find your favorite. As you can see in front of us, we have a lot of different flavors out here. They are open from 11 until 7. And Kyle and Lisa, I did make my way through one plate, so it's time to start making my way through another. We'll see how many I can bring back for you, or how many I can fit in this morning.
And we'll see if you're allowed back in the building, depending on what you bring back with you.
Lock the door. It's awfully cold outside. Christy Larson reporting live for us. Thank you, Christy.
Well, it's certainly lucky to be a lunch lady in Minnesota, or at least it was over the weekend. Obviously, Powerball fever still gripping the nation. And on Saturday, 16 lunch ladies from Buffalo High School claimed $50,000.
Yeah, they matched 4 numbers plus the Powerball in last Saturday's drawing. They missed the big payout by just 1 number.
They've been congratulating us, asking what we're doing with the money. One girl said, "Why are you here?"
Now, that Buffalo group says that they were inspired to start playing Powerball back in 2003 after a group of cafeteria workers from Holdingford, Minnesota, won a $95 million jackpot.
Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question, over 10% of us have fallen doing what?
The answer, bowling. Those shoes are slippery.
They are. I agree.
You can take part in our question of the morning at our Valley News Live Facebook page. Winter weather advisory now in place there, Lisa.
Yes, until 7 o'clock tonight. It includes the central part of the Red River Valley, including Grand Forks, East Grand Forks, and Fargo-Moorhead. That's the area where we're most likely to see that 3 to 5 inch range of snow. Lesser amounts elsewhere. If you're traveling west, a freezing rain advisory for western parts of North Dakota. So not an ideal travel day today, even though it's going to be pretty mild.
Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. More local news and weather for you right here in just 25 minutes.
Have a great Thursday, everybody. Sorry you got to go back to work. We'll see you tomorrow morning.